It's live on KEXP. I'm your host, Abbie, and welcome to listener-powered independent KEXP 90.3 FM in Seattle, 92.7 in the Bay Area, and all around the known universe at KEXP.org and via your mobile apps. I'm so stoked to be in the studio right now, live on KEXP. It's Sextile. I'm ready to respond to bass.
To bass. Women, we respond to bass.
It's Sextile live on KEXP. It's Sextile live on KEXP, and what a beautiful, vulnerable song. When I was listening to the new record, Yes Please, I was so excited and enthralled with the rave, but when I got to the last two songs of Hospital and Soggy Newports, what a wonderful, vulnerable surprise of ballads from Sextile, and and it was so. I feel so lucky to be able to experience this song live, and I wonder if you're comfortable. Could you bring the story of that track to us?
So I wrote the song a really long time ago when I was in like a state-run nursing home in New York City on Roosevelt Island, and it's really the care was quite low in there, so it was more run like what I would say like jail and prison is like. So it was a really difficult time for me. And I was in a wheelchair after a really bad accident. And so the song's really vulnerable, and I wrote it sort of as like a Velvet Underground-y kind of country song. And the demo came up when we were recording Yes Please. And so we decided to re-record it as like an ambient sort of Brian Eno influence type of song. And then, Hospital, the prior song on that record, sort of matched with it because the theme was the same. So we sort of used it as like a come down from the record. And I definitely feel, I would talk to you about it earlier, really vulnerable about playing it because, A, I'm not used to playing it. B, it's so vastly different than the rest of our catalog. We just thought it would be nice to do something different here.
Yeah, and it's so personal and autobiographical too.
Yeah.
And and what I love about what you've told me about these songs is that you got through it, and that's so beautiful. Like, what did you feel when you wrote these things out?
When I originally wrote it, it was like sort of a joke of what I was experiencing. But in retrospect, it's actually quite sad because, like I said, the care was really weird. It was a weird time for me, and also to see the city right there and not be a part of it, because Roosevelt Island is a small 2-mile island in between Manhattan and Queens, and a lot of people aren't really familiar with it. But it's weirdly beautiful because it's like it's covered with cherry blossoms, and it's only 2 miles long. So I was able to like roll my wheelchair all around it. But I was selling like dime bags of weed in that hospital while also scoring drugs in that hospital, and so it was a weird time.
Yeah, weird time, but like a little emphasis there within the tune. And definitely a vulnerable time, but I feel it was beautiful that you put it on this record, especially at the end. It's like a nice little final note from that experience.
Yeah, definitely shows the versatility in our band. We've been so many genres that we decided, fuck it. It was just... Sorry, am I allowed to say that?
Yes, it's all good. No, I love, no, it's just great to see the range. And because I've been such a fan of you guys over time. Like, I still remember back in 2018, like, I saw you guys live in LA and I heard Disco from 2018's 3 EP. And I was just like, whoa, this is... okay, I'm loving this EBM influence. I'm here for it. And then, with the album Push and now Yes Please, it was really cool to see the transition and evolution of this sound, to taking us literally into the club. And, I was wondering, like, what drove that transition of these many genres for you to the sound that you have now?
We definitely, I think we just got kind of... I think at all artists we grow, and we definitely are into a lot of different music. And I think dance music we sort of shifted to wanting to bring more joy as opposed to just displaying darkness a lot. And like darkness can be sexy, and I think Sextile definitely has that. But we just like our music taste just definitely evolved to more of stuff that we actually listened to when we were younger. And I just got tired of gloom and doom,
I think the club called us is what happened. Is we saw the reaction to what disco did, and I think we found that we really connected with the energy that we felt in the room from not only the audience, but just the whole vibe that it would give. And I think we wanted to keep on bringing that type of energy to our shows and to our music. And we got really into sequencers, we got really into synthesizers. I mean, it was, the dance music was calling us, the club was calling us, and we kind of gave in,
I'm so glad you gave in. Like the club, it definitely called your names, and it's so cool to feel the energy that you guys give out during a live show. I hope it's it's really cool when you talk about joy and how that just really unites everyone on the dance floor. And how do you prep to bring that energy out to your audiences?
I mean, it's a lot of
I do a lot of
stretching.
stretching.
It's a lot of stretching and mental work because, like, while we're on tour, we don't get a lot of sleep. And yeah, like we often have shows back to back and there's no stopping. And so, yeah, it's a lot of stretching and drinking.
Hit classes between tours, kickboxing between tours,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So yeah, just like to make sure we don't kill ourselves on the road because it's a lot of energy every night for sure.
Oh, heck yes.
And I think a lot of people don't know that I have like a metal plate in my leg and from the accident that Soggy Newports is about. And so so like today is a little tough actually. So some days it's hard for me to jump around, but I think the energy from the audience actually drives me so much because like I see how much energy they're giving me. And so it's sort of like we reciprocate each other, you know?
It's a beautiful exchange of energy. I love that.
It's the best.
It's great. And then I love how you brought up modular synths and stuff. I read somewhere that all the drum sounds, that's all modular synth. And that kind of just, I get a little intimidated, but also I'm in awe of modular synths. So I was just wondering, what goes into creating like your favorite drum sound on this record?
What goes into it? Actually, one of my favorite drum sounds that we made was on a song called Penny Rose. And that was done with this synthesizer called an O-Coast, which is combining both schools of synthesis, the East Coast and the West Coast. So Bob Moog and Don Buchala's like ideas, subtractive and additive synthesis. And so it combines it all in one unit. And I was just screwing around on the road on tour and handed the headphones back to Melissa and I was like, check out this kick. And she's like, whoa, it sounds evil. And I was like, all right, great. I'm going to sample that one.
In like a suicide type of way. It just had this.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very beefy.
Yeah.
And
Ghost Rider. Let's go.
And
Still the best.
There's just so many ways, like with modular synth, there's so many ways to arrive at the sound that you want to. And I think the I don't want to use the same word, but I guess, ability to, really choose what you want and how you want it and then pull the sounds out. I don't know. That's very hard to explain but the modular of the modular synthesis, if you will. I didn't want to say it again. I was trying to think of another word, but your time was ticking.
It's okay. It's all modulated.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so when you take modular synth like on the road, like how I just see usually all the
It's
little
sensitive.
cables. Yeah, I'm like it's sensitive, okay, but like how do you prepare for the sensitivity of the synth?
Well, I try to pre-patch a lot of things so that we're not fooling around too much on stage, and try to like organize it in a way that we're playing the parts, less pulling cables out and plugging them back in, and then like having like performative modules on there, like touch sensitive ones, like ones that Buchala's had back in the day, where it's like if your finger touches the electrical like surface of the area, it basically completes the circuit. So your body is completing the electrical circuit, which allows the synth to possibly make sound or whatever you patch it to. It will create an event, if you will.
I mean, it's all patched, like pre-patched to be correct, but it has a lot of sensitivity issues just with
When you drop it.
even the knobs. And yeah, we once dropped it on the way to a European tour, which was this year, and it broke. I mean, it dropped from like 3 feet onto a rug and it broke. But it broke the input module, which was, without it, we were screwed. So we had to spend a bunch of money to fix it and get a new case. But then it's funny, there's another module on there that we use for delay. And she's so sensitive. If this thing gets unplugged accidentally, it won't work for like 30 minutes to an hour.
Oh, whoa. I mean, just like the human experience, the synth experience, also sensitive and fragile.
100%.
Yeah. And Mel, I also read that you got your start in music really early, like covering Nirvana songs in your closet with your brother. Please tell me what's, the
I love
Seattle.
that you know that.
I love
I have a Kurt Lives tattoo. It was
my gosh.
My friend, I don't know if you know Cassie Ramone. She was in this band, the Vivian Girls. She gave this to me
Yeah.
many, many years ago. She's got one as well. We did one to each other. But yeah, like Nirvana was the first band that I heard when I was a kid, and it gave me an identity. It made me change the way I dressed. It also was the first band to give me goosebumps. And because of Kurt Cobain, he was always talking about punk. It just opened every door to me. And so I was really young. I was 8 years old when I heard Nirvana. And then by 9, I started playing guitar with my brother. We were both so influenced by Nirvana. He was about 6 years older than me. So we would record onto tape in my mom's closet doing Nirvana covers. And then I wrote one of my earliest songs back then. That was a really bad song in retrospect. But my brother still has all the recordings of that.
Oh my gosh, I love that. What was your favorite song to cover?
Probably Drain You. That's always been one of my favorite Nirvana songs. It's got that great Sonic Youth breakdown and Drain You I still think because, it's just, what a killer song. I think when I had my first crush, I used to go home in 6th grade and think about this boy and jump up and down on the bed and play Drain You on repeat.
I love that. I love those connections that we can
Yeah.
make. And also it brought you into songwriting.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Like how did it encourage your songwriting over time and to pursue music in the long term?
Well, I think it just sort of taught me how to play power chords. And then Nirvana got me into the Vaselines. And so then I learned how to play sort of like open chords through that. And yeah, I mean, it's funny because now with Sextile, the way that we write is not with guitar anymore because we ran out of ideas to like how to make it fresh. So it's kind of interesting. But I did just see a video of that new band Bass Victim and how they wrote some of their songs was on guitar. And they're pretty much a strictly electronic band.
The Bass Victim, shout out.
Shout out. I love it. Awesome. Thank you, Sextile, for bringing all the bass, this amazing performance, and, such amazing vulnerability. Thank you for sharing that with us here in the KEXP space.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it's an honor to be here.
For real.
Definitely. Please come back again soon. I love to dance in here. So awesome. And thank you for listening and watching us this session. To find more sessions, go to our KEXP YouTube channel and subscribe because you make this possible through your support. So donate anytime to keep the bass going. KEXP.org/live. And this has been Sextile live on KEXP.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.